Hello and welcome to the news button. Ukraine's drone attack on Russian airbases truly stunned the world. It's really the most profound military strikes in recent history. For the sheer scale and audacity of the attack, these were deep strikes, some 4,000 kilometers deep inside on the world's largest nuclear power. Ukraine managed to target Russian airbases housing strategic bombers like the Tu-95 and Tu-160, far from the front lines. Seemingly invincible Russia was humbled and suffered major losses with its strategic bombers like a Tu-95 and Tu-160 going up in flames in minutes. The attack directly signaled that no place in Russia is completely safe and out of reach of the Ukrainian arms. While lot is happening and President Putin, who is not a person to silently bear the losses, is planning a major counter-strike to teach Zelensky and his Western masters a lesson. It's important to pause and think what lessons India can draw from this daring drone raid. India has already faced barrage of Pakistani drone raids during operation-sindoor, which fortunately have been successfully neutralized by Indian air defenses without any major damage to Indian military installations. India can draw several key lessons from Ukraine's large-scale drone attacks on Russian airbases, especially given the growing role of drones in modern warfare. First, India needs to recognize the power of asymmetric warfare. If you look at the Ukrainian drone raid, you will see Ukraine used relatively inexpensive drones to strike deep behind Russian lines. To burn a 250 million invaluable Russian Tu-160 bomber, Ukraine just used a drone, a lithium battery, and a warhead that costs well under $3,000. This demonstrates how drones can be a potent asymmetric tool challenging larger adversaries with limited resources. In any potential conflict, especially against a larger or better equipped adversary like China, India can use drones to devastating effect as level playing field. Thus, India need to instantly consider investing in swarms of low-cost drones to offset traditional power disparities. Second, drones can be used for targeting strategic depth. Ukraine's attack struck air bases far inside Russian territory, disrupting logistical hubs, air power, and air defense systems. In a conflict with Pakistan or China, India could similarly target air bases, fuel depots, or ammunition dumps far from the front lines, weakening the adversary's ability to sustain combat operations. Third, distributed and dispersed operations. Ukraine's attacks showcased the ability to launch drone strikes from various directions and platforms, making defense virtually impossible, more challenging. So India should develop dispersed launch capabilities, that is, using trucks, ships, or mobile platforms or mobile launchers to ensure drones can operate flexibly even in a contested environment. Fourth, overcoming air defenses. Despite Russia's advanced air defenses, drones managed to penetrate and hit the Russian targets. Saturation attacks overwhelmed radar and air defense systems. So lessons for India, a drone swarm approach, using multiple drones to saturate and confuse enemy defenses, can be crucial for neutralizing high-value targets. This is about offense. But when it comes to defense, India has to stay prepared to counter such a drone threat against its own assets located in strategically deep areas. Fifth, indigenous drone development. Ukraine's attacks relied heavily on locally developed drones, reducing dependency on foreign suppliers and ensuring a steady supply of assets. India has to accelerate indigenous drone research and development and production through collaborations between DRDO, Indian startups, and private firms. This will help India maintain operational autonomy and scale up rapidly if needed. We have already seen what the Indian Sky Striker did to Pakistani air defense during Operation-Sindoor. Sixth, integration with other warfare domains. Ukraine's drone strikes often worked in tandem with electronic warfare, cyber attacks, and information operations to maximize the impact. India should take firm steps to integrate drone operations with cyber and electronic warfare, EW. This can amplify damage and create confusion in the enemy ranks. Like India conducts periodic wargaming for its land and air forces, it's time India invests in joint drone EW exercises. Like India conducts periodic wargaming for its land and air forces, it's time India invests in joint drone EW exercises. Seventh, psychological and strategic impact. Apart from the lasting damage it caused, the Ukrainian drone raids was an excellent example of great military psyops. Ukraine's strikes had a significant psychological impact, forcing Russia to divert ample resources to protect rear bases. Lessons for India: effective drone strikes can erode adversary morale and create uncertainty, offering a strategic advantage in broader conflict scenarios. Before winding up, here is a quick recap of what we just discussed. The key takeaways from the drone raid for India would be: prioritize low-cost, high-volume drone production, develop robust drone swarm tactics, establish dispersed launch capabilities, integrate drone ops with cyber EW, boost indigenous R&D and private sector collaborations, and last, use drone strikes to target critical adversary infra and show psychological uncertainty. Would you like us to suggest specific Indian drone development programs or potential scenarios where these lessons might apply? Let us know in the comment section. Before leaving, do not forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Thanks for watching.